Thank you.
Mr. Minister, dear colleagues, I'm delighted to welcome you to Yerevan, and it's a really great pleasure for me to meet you during your first ever visit to Armenia. I hope you will enjoy your short stay here despite the hard schedule of your visit. I very much look forward to fruitful discussions and success of our today's engagement. I hope that this meeting will undoubtedly boost our relations. Mr. Minister, Armenia is interested in deepening and strengthening our ties, our cooperations, and this refers to political dialogue, this refers to economic relations, our cooperation in the spheres of energy, communications, information technologies, culture, science. So we're ready to go to the next level in our relations. Mr. Minister, Slovakia is an important partner for Armenia, not only in bilateral dimensions, but also as a member of the European Union. We attach high importance to our further cooperation and engagement with the European Union, and we were today speaking about the implementation of SEPA agreement. And also we have a good record of cooperation in various multilateral platforms and international organizations. We've been supporting together more frequently than I would say the other way. Colleagues, to speak about the current situation in our region. You know that after this large-scale aggression by Azerbaijan against the Nagorno-Karabakh and the people of Nagorno-Karabakh last fall, a ceasefire was established by the trilateral statement with the mediation of Russian Federation. Unfortunately, Azerbaijan does not implement all the provisions of that statement, and first of all, this refers to the release of Armenian prisoners of war on civilian captives. Despite this is not only a direct violation of these provisions of the statement, but also it obviously doesn't support the creation of an atmosphere where all the parties can sit around the table and peacefully discuss and try to find solutions to all the issues. Secondly comes the Armenophobic rhetoric by the authorities of Azerbaijan and President Ilham Aliyev himself. We already had a chance to discuss the issue this morning, Mr. Minister, and this rhetoric already starts to contain even claims on the sovereign territory of the Republic of Armenia. And again, this doesn't support the creation of constructive atmosphere of dialogue and negotiations. And furthermore, Azerbaijani troops infiltrated into the sovereign territory of the Republic of Armenia, and they refused to take the troops away back home. And the main problem with Nagorno-Karabakh issue in general, Azerbaijan now tries to create an impression that the conflict is over, which is not, of course, true. The conflict is not over because the main cause of the problem is not solved yet, and this is the following. People of Nagorno-Karabakh have the right to live secure, in a secure and free environment, and the only possibility of this is the state determining the status of Nagorno-Karabakh, and we can not consider the issue solved until the status is determined. But the only way to achieve this is negotiations, peaceful negotiations under the auspices of OSCE Minsk Group co-chairmanship. This is an internationally recognized format for this issue, for this conflict. And this is, by the way, not only the Armenian position, but also position of co-chairs, the United States, Russian Federation, and France. This is the position of European Union and European countries. Long-lasting peace and security and stability in the South Caucasus is the strategy of the Armenian government, and this is reflected quite clearly stated in the program of new government of Republic of Armenia and adopted in the Parliament of Armenia. But again, as I told, we should have an atmosphere, we should de-escalate the situation, bring the tension down, and then start peaceful talks, negotiations. Unfortunately, as I stated, provocative actions and rhetoric of Azerbaijan does not support this process.
Thank you so much, Mr. Minister, dear Ararat, dear colleagues, Mr. Ambassador. It's my pleasure to be here in Armenia, in Yerevan. I want to signal that Slovakia is interested in developing our relations in literally all areas. We can build on a lot of things that have been achieved over the last years, and I believe our decision to open the embassy. I too wanted to congratulate you on your appointment, and here also I have a note. I should congratulate you, which I'm doing wholeheartedly on the occasion of the Independence Day of Armenia, which is on the 21st of September. I'll be flying very quickly through a few remarks that I want to share with you on our bilateral relations. I believe that I want you and your colleagues to know that I'm the one who wants to move from a very good bilateral political relations, which we're having, to something that will be very tangible for our people. Thank you.